feel like I'm getting way too good at this whole car race review thing. But what's up, guys? Shim the Bowman. Richmond. I wish I had more to say. This is probably only gonna be a couple minutes long video because I didn't watch the Cup race. I went to a bonfire instead because I figured it was gonna be the Kyle Busch show. Lo and behold, he won. So yeah, I watched the whole Xfinity race though. So I guess we'll review that. Junior, yeah. For those who don't know or live under a rock, Dale Jr. returned to the Xfinity Series on Friday, yeah. He returned to the Xfinity Series on Friday, ran for the 88 for his own team, Junior Motorsports, qualified second, which was a surprise to me. I definitely didn't expect him to run as well as he did. I was like, okay, we're finishing 20th. And so yeah, he led, I think the most laps is 90-something, 94 laps I think is what he led. And he had the race won, essentially. And then I think it was Catherine Legg in the 15, wrecked twice. And we lost the race off pit road to no talent the guy in the number 2. I don't even know his name. He's a no talent. Lost the race off pit road to him. Of course, he lost the race because he had no talent to Christopher Bell in the 20. And yeah, we ended up finishing 4th. So it was a little disappointing. I was like, holy crap, Junior's gonna win the Xfinity race in his first race back since retirement. And I mean, how cool would that have been if, you know, Junior comes out, first race back, wins for his own team again, because he won it with Junior Motorsports back in 2016. Oh man, that's a nice Corvette coming by. You guys gotta see that. Oh man, that's a nice car. All right, so what I was saying, how cool would that have been if Junior actually did win that? But I mean, it was a pretty good race. There's a lot of battling for the lead. Sorry I keep wiping my head, but it's like I just got out of work. I'm sweating here. But no, it was a great race. Better than, well, I shouldn't say that because I didn't watch the whole Cup race, but I'd say it was probably better. Okay, check this out. All right, look at that tunnel, or that cover to that guy's truck. That is hilarious. Okay, so anyway, so Junior lost, but he had a lot of fun. He said he wants to run that race next year, so I guess we'll see. I hope he does. And I'm going to say something right now that I know is probably going to be pretty controversial for the literal 0 people that watched my Darlington race review. I think Junior should run full-time next year in that series. And I know in the review that nobody watched, that I guess I can explain it here, I'm very against Cup leeches, as they call them, the Cup guys in Xfinity. I'm very against that, but this is the thing, okay? Junior's not a Cup driver anymore. He is retired. It's like Bill Elliott running that Xfinity race. He is retired, so I had no problem with it. Of course, I knew he wasn't going to run very well anyway. I expected Junior to do much of the same, but he didn't. He came out and was competitive, and that's, whoa, shit. And that's the scary thing, is like he came out and was competitive. And it begs the question of, where was all that last year? I mean, like, where was that? I mean, I understand the Cup Series because Hendrick clearly was not as good as they once were last year, and even this year they're not good. They got Chase, and that's about it. Hell, even Bowman's been running good. And I will mention that towards the end about my playoff predictions, and I'm not going to make a whole video about the playoff predictions. I was going to, but I just don't have the time to do it, so I'm going to just kind of briefly go over it in this. I'm going to go round by round. First race every round after the review, or last race after every round, I will review what I think will happen in the next round. So, I guess let's just move on to it. Like I said, I think Junior should run full-time. Whether he does or not, I know he probably won't, but I would love to see him run, and it just begs the question, and I think it's, without speaking, he had a concussion last year. That has to be it. And he hit it from NASCAR to finish his farewell tour, and that's why he retired. I'm willing to bet you, because for those of you who watched Junior's interview with Grant Bensinger, is that his name, on YouTube, he said he had about 24 concussions and he hid most of them from NASCAR, and I'm betting one of them was last year. So, because I mean, I think about it, and it's like he was competitive at Daytona during the duels, and then he was just nowhere for the rest of the season. And then he was competitive again at Talladega, and then nowhere. And then he was competitive at Daytona again and wrecked out. I mean, competitive at Talladega at the end. I mean, like I said, it was kind of a shit show. But even in the Xfinity Series last year, he was nowhere. I mean, he couldn't even run up with the Xfinity guys. And it was freaking pathetic. And in this race, he was out and he was competitive. So that's why I was like, what the hell? Where was this? But I don't know. I know a lot of Kyle Busch fans and JGR fans in general will be like, oh, Junior overrated, can't even win against the Xfinity guys. Look, guys, one race all year, and he's been out of the car since last November. You cannot expect him to go out there and win it, and the fact that he almost did is amazing. So, we'll go on to my predictions for next week at the Charlotte Roval. I know there's a lot of unknowns going into that, but I'm going to predict this now. Underdog Alex Bowman. He has been phenomenal the last 2 races in the playoffs, and he's looking like he's going to move into the next round, bar some stupid, craziness that happens at the Roval. So he's my underdog pick. I think Denny Hamlin will suck because he's been bad the last 2 rounds and he will be eliminated first round, I believe. And then race winner, I think Martin Truex Jr. I also look at him, and he has been just super. And that's something I did want to talk about, but I don't have the time to do it. I'll do it in probably a later race review, probably next week at the Roval. He's been on an absolute tear since the playoffs started. He's been leading a ton of laps, winning stages. And I think he finally gets it done at the Roval. I think he will. And for the 4 drivers that I have, originally I had getting out in this round. I had Clint Bowyer, Alex Bowman, Jimmy Johnson, and Austin Dillon. And evidently I'm going to be very wrong because Jones and Denny, I don't know what the hell happened. Jones was so consistent, had a lot of momentum going into the playoffs, and then just nothing. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. And the simple fact, Austin Dillon's going to move to the next round. Where was this? Where was this speed all year? He won the Daytona 500 and did all the rest of the year and makes the playoffs, and now he's going to move to the next round. I don't even know. But anyway, guys, I'm going to cut it here. Next week I will do my predictions for the round of 12. Yeah, round 12. And I'll do probably more in depth because I will actually watch this race. I will be home Sunday. I will watch it. I'm starting to get Sundays off. I got another promotion at work, so hopefully I can get a new phone so we'll have a little bit better quality videos for you guys that do watch. And anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, have a good one, and feel free to like, comment, subscribe. See you next week for the Roval.